who was attacked inside an ATM in Bangalore is now said to be in a critical condition but stable.
The brutal attack inside the ATM booth was caught on camera. The attacker can be seen entering the booth and pulling down the shutter before he repeatedly attacks the woman with the machete. The attacker then escaped after robbing the woman. Shockingly, the incident taking place just stones away from the Alsur Gate police station. The incident came to light after people passing by noticed blood stains outside the ATM. Doctor saying the woman has fractured skull. She has been paralyzed on the right side and has brain injury. The police are examining the footage to investigate the case. The 44-year-old woman is a bank manager.
Take a close look at these pictures on your screens. These are images caught in that CCTV camera inside the ATM. This is the man behind that gruesome attack who's still on the run. Bangalore Police hoping to get some leads from this CCTV footage.
There is a fracture of the skull, and the bone of the skull is broken, and part of it has got driven into the brain, exactly on the area corresponding to the function of the hand and the leg on the right side. So because of that, she has got a paralysis on the right side, and so we had to prepare her and quickly take her up for the surgery as an emergency last evening, and surgery went on till late night. During the surgery, we noticed that the skull is fractured and the bone is broken, and some bones got displaced, and one small piece of bone has got into the brain, causing the direct brain injury, and it looks like probably a penetrating injury into the brain.
Joining us from Bangalore, CNN IBN's Shailaja Verma now. Shailaja, we heard from the doctors. What do the police have to say? Is this a case of an attempted robbery?
That seems to be the case, Ananya. Police, even after 24 hours after the attack, police still have not tracked down the attacker. As of now, the Home Minister of the state is holding a meeting with the senior police officials of Bangalore City. Police officials have distributed the image of the attacker to all the police stations across Karnataka and also Tamil Nadu, as they suspect that the attacker might have escaped or must be from Tamil Nadu. They have also sealed all the escape routes of the state in order to prevent the attacker from possibly escaping from the state or the city. So they are still in the process of tracking down the attacker. We will know the outcome only after the meeting, what the next step is. But as of now, the Home Minister, the authorities, government authorities and the police officials seem to be of the impression that when it comes to providing security, the responsibility lies with the management of these banks.
Right, Shailaja, thanks for that update. We are also joined by Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, concerned Bangalorean and also the owner of Biocon. Ma'am, this is serious because Bangalore has always been perceived as a safe city. What is going wrong right now?
Well, you know, it is no longer a safe city for sure. I think we all are very concerned as citizens in terms of how do we make Bangalore safe. With all the technology available to us, we are still not able to ensure safety, especially for women. And I think this is of deep concern. You know, this is shocking, outrageous, and you can see that the attacker had absolutely no fear or sense of fear in attacking this poor woman. I mean, if this can happen in the heart of the city during working hours, you can imagine, and that too at a bank to a banker, you can imagine how the rest of the society feels. I just hope that the police are able to track this awful attacker down, and I think this attacker has to be meted out the most severest of punishment, because somehow people are not deterred. This is not an isolated incident. I think we are seeing a lot of these kind of attacks at ATM centers over and over again.
Right. Ma'am, at the micro level, we can of course blame the bank for not having a guard outside, but at the macro level, because of the instability in government that the city is seeing, is it also one of the reasons for the deteriorating law and order situation in the city?
No, I wouldn't agree with that. I think, the government is focused on, improving the law and order situation in the city, but it's not an easy task. I think we need to make sure that there is a lot of enforcement of law and order, which has actually broken down over time, because Bangalore was a very safe city, and I think we've become very complacent. We have not realized that things are deteriorating. So I think we do need to crack down on all offenders, you know, whether it is traffic offenders, whether it is thefts, whether it is anything. I think we need to come down very heavily on all forms of offenders. And I think that is what will bring in a greater sense of responsibility and fear to abide by the law.
Right, ma'am, we've seen the traffic police use CCTVs effectively in Bangalore in, of course, enforcing traffic violations. But do you think now that the people should also give in, and there should be some kind of partnership with the police, so that policing can be, of course, be more effective on the ground?
Absolutely. The police alone cannot do everything, and I think it's up to society, it's up to sort of society watches, citizens watches that need to really work in partnership with the police to see and how they can bring in better levels of safety and enforcement. And I think although we have a lot of technology being used, we are still not enforcing law on the offenders. I think that's really the problem. So you might catch on CCTV, traffic violations at the very least, but are those traffic, offenders being meted out, fines and other aspects of the law? So I think that's really the problem, and I think we need to look at all this in a very serious manner, because this is something which is really shocking to every citizen of Bangalore. And this person who has been captured very visibly on camera seems to have no problems of running away, and people seem to feel that maybe the police will never be able to catch this person.
Right, Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, thank you so much for joining us here. Certainly the gruesome crime, a wake-up call for the people of Bangalore.
In fact, what's ironical is that this incident took place at a corporation bank ATM, and the lady herself was a bank employee. CNN IBN correspondent Shailaja Verma spoke to the manager of that branch where the victim works.
She has been operated yesterday night. Her, as reported, her current condition is said to be stable, and she has been shifted to, she is kept in the ICU under keen observation.
There are clear guidelines from the authorities that such bank ATMs should be manned 24 hours with security.
That's what, it's up to the management to take up this one, because we do not directly come into, my area of operation is totally different from that of ATMs and all, so I am not the proper authority to comment on that or make an observation.
Where does the buck stop when it comes to providing security at ATMs? Because customers are at risk when they enter the ATM when it's unguarded. It's
our higher authorities, as I rightly told you. It's again our higher ups, say like our top management, all these things. Those people are the authority who had to decide upon these security issues.
It was an unfortunate thing, but I congratulate the brave manager. She resisted. Earlier also we told this bank, the ATM bank executives, they should provide the security men in the things, isolated the ATMs and all. So the police can't go and stand everywhere and protect the people. The crime always will take place, but we have to take precautionary. Whoever the ATM is a mini bank only, the cash you kept there. It is the duty of the banks to protect and customers also.
जब तक हम अपनी बेसिक पुलिसिंग को ठीक नहीं करेंगे, और वो भी उसको कहते हैं डेली पुलिसिंग, होमवर्क डेली पुलिसिंग, जिसमें क्राइम प्रिवेंशन बहुत जुड़ा है, क्राइम स्ट्रॉन्ग डिटेक्शन और पनिशमेंट बहुत जुड़ा हुआ है, वो होलिस्टिक अप्रोच नहीं होगी, तब तक ऐसे अपराध को हमको सफर करते रहना पड़ेगा.
I think in ATM usually there should be a security, and if there is no security, and I think the road itself, when there's so many people walking around, women are getting attacked.
Security at the ATMs is like, okay, you need a guard, come on, like, not just because there is a woman going inside, even an elderly person or a child can go inside to withdraw a cash amount.
It was a very bad experience for any woman to undergo such an experience, so it should be condemned.
But we want the security people in the ATM service.
In Mumbai, I don't see that threat. I just saw that video on Facebook. But in Mumbai, I feel safe.
I don't see any problems as such. Like, I don't feel threatened by anything.
Some of the ATMs are unmanned. I think yesterday also there was no security guard. So especially for women, it is a little unsafe. So I guess that is the kind of culture now we have come up with.
Up to now in my area, I feel it's safe, but I don't know about the future. What may happen?
The electronic doors are not working in most of the ATMs, and the guards who are there at times they are not quite vigilant also. So it's not very safe in ATMs.